I believe it's 7. Check that. Session number 8. This is the 2016 RVA Open and Invitational, brought to you by barbend.com. My name is Mike Graber. I'm brought to you by the best dressed man in New York City, David Tao.
How's it going, folks? Pleasure to be here.
And
well, I don't know about best dressed.
Well, I voted you best dressed, and it was a one-man election. We are getting ready now, 1 minute on the clock. Judy Walsh for opening attempt in the clean and jerk portion of this session. Judy is, I'm going to look at my roster real quick. Judy Walsh is from, I believe she's from here. I believe she's from this gym. Well, she's from the area. It says she's unattached. But she's from the Virginia area. 35 kilo clean and jerk. Solid clean. Solid jerk for Judy. That's a good lift. She is on the board. I apologize as I adjust my headset real quick. So we're here at the RVA Open, as I just said. If you're watching this, you're probably on the Barbend Facebook page or the RVA CrossFit Facebook page. Go ahead and like it, share it with your friends, so everyone you know can go ahead and enjoy the action just like yourself. We have some of the strongest women in the area lifting this session in the 75 and 75 plus categories. And then to end the weekend, we're going to have the men's 105, 105 plus sessions that are scheduled to start at about 5 o'clock. We are a little bit behind. I'm guessing they're probably going to be more towards 5:15 or 5:20. But meanwhile, we have Terry Roberts opening attempt, 36 kilos. Terry Roberts is from RVA Weightlifting right here in this building.
See if she can hold that overhead.
That is a strong lift for Carrie at 36 kilos.
One red light, but she gets it from the judges.
And she's on the board.
Folks, we had some fantastic viewers and commentary going during the last stream, during the snatch portion of this session. Let's try and get that going again. We have Jackie Bigger of Travis Mash's Mash Elite watching. Jackie, pleasure to have you.
Mash Elite ladies.
We had Travis Mash himself watching last session.
I feel it's safe to say everything Travis Mash touches is elite at this point.
Is what?
Elite.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
Travis Mash has that elite touch.
Yes.
It's
not that he's
maybe not the Midas touch yet.
No, but you become. It's an elite. It's an elite system. Elite athletes. Elite workflow.
He's clearly fostered an atmosphere in North
that's-
Carolina, where at the Mash compound, where people push themselves, they push each other, and they go to.
I'm trying to make
to excel in strength sports.
I'm trying to make a play on words, but yeah, that is a much better, much more articulate way of explaining what I'm trying to say.
Well,
Thank
just
you,
my
Dave.
opinion. I actually have not been to Travis's compound in North Carolina.
I've never been to the compound myself, but I've met him multiple occasions. He's obviously a hardworking guy. He has formed a great youth program that's I know very near and dear to his heart. And that's fostering into a great junior program, and slowly and steadily a great senior program.
It has influenced and impacted the growth of strength sport in America in a big way.
Travis Mash is a world champion powerlifter. He trained at the Olympic Training Center back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I don't know the exact years, but with Shane Hammond, they were training partners at the OTC for a while.
That's an intimidating. I said it the first stream. I'll say it again. I would have loved to have seen that.
I'd love to see the squatting, probably the bench pressing, all the snatching and the powerlifting, the Olympic lifting and the powerlifting. They probably did more or less at the same time while they were there.
Yeah, probably. We're waiting for Terry Roberts to take her second clean and jerk attempt at 38 kilograms. In the meantime, more people are popping onto the stream. The way to get more people on the stream is to share the stream. So go ahead and share the stream with your friends on your Facebook wall. Pretty easy, just click share, and we're going to see Terry Roberts smoke this clean and jerk.
38 kilos, here we go. All right, no lift for Terry at 38.
Good judging so far this weekend, I think. The judges have been
fair and impartial.
But to the book.
Yes.
Calling press outs when they're obvious and need to be called. Shout out to RVA CrossFit for this fantastic setup, great lighting, professional platform. Shout out to Vulcan Strength Training Systems for providing some really fantastic looking equipment. The lifters have seemed to like it. We've only heard good things about the bars. We've only heard good things about the setup. And we've only heard good things about the event. We're running just a little behind today, but I mean that's to be expected. This is
There are a lot
over
of
100 lifters today.
150 throughout the weekends?
And I
Something
think
like that?
something like that. It's a testament to the event organizers that every lifter is getting the same treatment regardless of whether they're in the invitational or whether they're lifting for the first time. For some people, this is their first competition. They're getting the same treatment as a world team member would, which is fantastic.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's a great environment. If I was, in the area, even if I wasn't in the area, I would have loved to come and compete in this if I was still actively lifting.
Well, plenty of people are. We have over 100 spectators in the audience.
Oh, definitely. There's literally, you cannot get a great seat. You have to stand if you want to get a good view of anything, or you got to stand off to the side. We got about on a side note, we got a 2-minute clock running on Terry Roberts, 38 kilos. She's following herself. But we had a great session of snatching. We saw 80 kilos snatched by Tori Brady from MASH Mafia, as we just discussed.
And she missed her next two behind. She's got plenty of power for it.
Plenty of power. We have Teresa Keel in the 75 kilo weight class. She hit 85 on her third attempt.
Yep. That was a good lift. It was
Good
impressive.
lift. And then, we have...
danced with it a little bit, but she made it.
And then before we get to them again, we have lots of other great lifters, ladies lifting, very powerful, strong women.
Alex Richardson, who's been watching for 2 days, he's been watching most of these streams. He wants to know if we can give a shout out to Gladiator Weightlifting Club in Glasgow, Scotland.
Of course we can. I think we can do that. Shout out to the Gladiator Weightlifting Club in Glasgow, Scotland.
You heard it here. Shout out to Gladiator.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Alex.
We appreciate it.
Alex has been fantastic. He's asking good questions. Folks, speaking of questions, do you have questions for us? Do you have questions for me? Do you have questions for Mike? Mike is the 2011 national champion in weightlifting for his weight class. I am not.
Dave is a national champion in my heart.
I once held a world record for eating hot dogs. Literally, that is my main athletic accomplishment. I also used to lift weights.
Still counts.
Sometimes I do.
Still counts.
Still sometimes.
I've seen you deadlift a good amount.
That's about all I have going for me.
So before we went into the break, we brought up the fact that in about 3 weeks, there's a little weightlifting competition called the Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro.
It's a tiny competition.
But
I don't know if the stream's going to be as good.
A lot of teams. Well, I don't know. I'm not doing it. But a lot of teams. Shane Hammond will be doing commentary for NBC.
Fantastic.
Who are you looking forward to seeing? We'll get back into that after Judy Walsh takes her second attempt now, 39 kilos on the bar.
Oh, nice. Easy power clean
Easy
for
clean.
Judy. Great
Good
jerk. Nice and stable.
So tell us, who are you looking forward to seeing? What Americans? We discussed all 4 Americans.
Mm-hmm.
What Canadians? What Asian or European lifters are you looking forward to seeing? Who are you sad about not seeing? For example, I am sad about not seeing Ilya Ilyin because he recently was retested for drugs and he failed that test.
From 2 different Olympics.
Two different Olympics.
He definitely is not going to Rio. I want to point out before we talk about some of the greatest weightlifters in the world by amount of weight lifted, Charles Roberts points out Terry, who we just saw lift, who is about to go on. Some interesting stuff about Terry. She's a mother of 5 boys, and she has a pacemaker. Which
I cannot imagine lifting weights with a pacemaker.
However, she's doing a fantastic job today.
It doesn't seem to be hindering her in any way.
We'll see if she gets called for that. Oh, unfortunately, no lift due to press out. But I think it's and this kind of goes back to a discussion we had earlier. It's a testament to the fact that weightlifting is a universal sport.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Weightlifting's for everyone.
No one sits on the bench.
No one sits on the bench. Young, old, short, tall, Mike, Dave.
Regardless
Afro,
of
not Afro.
Afro going bald already. Regardless of nationality, race, religion, creed, sex, etc., etc.
You can be from Buffalo, New York.
You can be from Buffalo, New York. You can be from Canada.
But there's a lot that being from Buffalo will stop you from doing in life.
But not lifting weights.
You might not be president.
You might be asked to commentate at the RVA Open and not lift at the RVA Open.
You might be
But you know what? We got Jennifer Thomason on her opening attempt in the clean and jerk. Jennifer all day yesterday was doing a lot of tuning into the program, giving us some comments and feedback, and we really appreciate it. So very happy to see her coming out here and having a good performance. She had a good snatch performance. She made 2 of her 3 lifts, I believe.
And she's off to a good start in the clean and jerk.
That was a very powerful, strong clean and jerk, 40 kilos.
I'm a big fan of Jennifer Thomason because she is an ideal viewer. She was asking questions. She was interacting with people, cheering for her friends, her training partners. You can't ask for better ambassadors for the sport than Jennifer Thomason.
For the many, many people at home, who are you cheering for? Who are you watching? Let us know in the comments. We've been saying all weekend, but it bears repeating one more time at least. Probably we'll say it again, but all the lifts this weekend are going to be provided to the athletes, compliments of barbend.com, different angles of their lifts for training purposes, for sharing, for whatever reason. And you know what? They're going to see all the comments. So, it's going to be great for their psyche, for their ego, to see their friends and family who are cheering for them. So let us know in the comments, who are you watching? Who are you cheering for? I assume the only person you're rooting against is me right now. And that's fine.
I'm right there with you.
That's fine.
If you're going down with the ship,
you're booing us, but you're rooting for everyone else, I'm sure.
Folks, we've had a great time coming
after
to
2 days of us.
But we're getting a little loopy. It's been a long 2 days.
You know who we really need to be the voice of sanity? Don McCauley.
Speaking of a voice of sanity, Jennifer Thomason coming out for her second
friend of the show.
LaWanda Jones cheering her on.
Looking to keep it going. She's from LHO Barbell, which stands for Lift Heavy Often.
That's another powerful looking jerk from Jennifer.
Let's see what the judges say on that one. They say that is a good lift.
Adrian Plaza says, "Go Jennifer, your friends at James River CrossFit are watching and know your hard work is paying off." Sure is. She's 5 for 5 so far.
She is 4 for 5, isn't she?
4 for 5.
Well, still, that's a lot of lifts.
I'm sorry, I might be wrong there.
But still, that's a lot of lifts.
That's a lot of lifts.
Let me tell you something. In my day, if I made 4 or 5 lifts, I probably would have just stopped.
Well, you win a national championship if you made 3.
I made 4 when I won a national championship. That was a heck of a day for me.
Imagine if you had made 5.
If I made 5, if I had made 5 back then, I might still be lifting today.
You might be on the Astana team now or something.
I might have been recruited by the Astana team.
Or down at the MASH compound.
Let's not get crazy. Let me tell you something. If I went down to the MASH compound, the first thing they would have said was, "You're with Don. You're with Don. Don's coaching you." We're not wasting our time. You're with Don McCauley.
Folks, the Olympic Games, as Mike said, are coming up in literally 2 weeks. Well, 3 weeks. But there's going to be some fantastic lifting. It's the biggest weightlifting event we will see in 4 years. There are still a lot of big names. There are a lot of names suspended, but a lot of big names will be lifting. Who are your favorites? Who are you rooting for in the super heavies, the heavyweights, men, women?
One guy I am rooting for who, as of right now, is still going, still clean, Richard Mason, the lead announcer. He's from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Good friend of mine. I'm excited to see him, not competing, but doing the work and making North America proud. America, Canada, all his friends proud.
Here we go, Jennifer. Last jerk of the day.
Strong lift.
See if she gets that.
See what the judges say.
Better than the number 2.
That's a good lift.
That's a good lift.
3
good
white
job,
lights.
Jennifer.
That's how you do it, dude.
Jacob Wyatt, who lifted yesterday in the Invitational, is a 77-kilo lifter.
Oh, yeah?
Has said he's looking forward to Artem Okulov versus Tien Tao versus Kianush Rustami.
So I've said it about 15 times already, but your cousin, Tien Tao.
My cousin, Tien Tao. Maybe relation. I don't know.
We don't
Probably.
know. Distantly.
We look not incredibly dissimilar.
How curly is his hair? Have we ever...
Less.
Less curly? All right.
But how strong am I?
Less. A little bit less. Now, to be fair, Artem Okulov, about the same height as me. Not that much taller.
Maybe a little faster.
A little faster, a little more muscular, I would say.
I am looking forward to the 80. Jacob, I agree with you. I'm looking forward to the 85-kilo battle. A lot of big names. Kianush Rustami, who just set a new clean and jerk world record back at the Fajr Cup in Iran a few months ago.
Yeah.
220 kilograms. That world record stood for 18 years.
Yeah. And we got Judy Walsh now, third attempt, 44 kilos. Good power clean. Easy clean. Dip and drive. I said little press. Let's see what the refs say. Refs say good lift.
3 white.
3
good,
white
good
lights. For Judy. She goes 6 for 6. Heck of a day for Judy.
So I'm interested in seeing the 80, just like Jacob, the Rabbit Wyatt. I'm interested in the 85-kilo class at the Olympics. But One of my favorite lifters is in the 105 kilo class
Oh, yeah?
of Uzbekistan.
Oh, really?
A friend of yours, Mike.
I've met him before. Speaks very good English.
Drives a Toyota.
He has a very nice Toyota.
Ruslan
Nurudinov.
Nurudinov.
He also likes to lift with his tongue out, like Michael Jordan or some of these lifters we've seen today.
He's the Michael Jordan of
He's the Michael Jordan of
weightlifting.
Uzbekistan. Just of Uzbekistan.
Specifically Uzbek weightlifting, because they have other sports too.
He was recent. Oh, well, I don't know. In the recent years, he was Uzbekistan Athlete of the Year. Probably 2013 when he was the world champion.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think he deserves that.
He may or may not have an autographed photo of me and Mohammed Bagaliev.
But autographed only by you.
Autographed only by me. May or may not. All right, that's a good clean for Sarah McGeorge. 48 kilos.
And that is
It's
a
a
good
nice looking jerk.
Good job, Sarah. 3 whites.
Ruslan Nurudinov may or may not have a New York City shot glass that I brought him.
I think Ruslan Nurudinov should intern for Barbet.
I really feel after the Olympics, he needs to learn some graphic designing or editing, maybe be article editing.
Princess color commentator.
Yes.
Da. Yes, da.
How much are you opening with? 60 kilos? You're so strong.
Wow.
You are so strong. I snatched 195 kilos. How close are you? 40. Oh. I can see it right now. That would be fun for probably just him and you.
He's a bit of a sarcastic fellow.
It would be fun for him and you and me. Probably no one else.
We're all sarcastic folks. Although I don't mind getting made fun of. I can sit next to someone and get made fun of for 2 days straight.
Jackie Bigger posted a video of me snatching from 7 years ago where I walk into a squat rack.
Technically, it's a snatch attempt. I don't know if
Snatch
you
attempt.
stabilized it over.
I got 3 red lights. So Jackie Bigger from North Carolina has been making fun of me all day.
Jill Nelson, first clean jerk attempt, 50 kilograms. Good power clean for Jill. Very powerful jerk. Stuck that. Good job, Jill. I'm going to give that to her. 3 whites. It's on the board.
Fantastic.
Jackie, we're probably not going to show that video on the live stream.
No,
right
Jackie,
now.
we are not showing the video. It's not about me, Jackie. It's about the athletes here. But Jackie, you know what? You're more than welcome to share it to all your friends on your Facebook.
Jackie, we have maybe the desire. We have the technology.
There's a time and a place. This is neither the time or the place.
We don't want to call any more attention away from these fantastic lifters than we already are.
The RVA, at this point, the RVA Open wants less people to know I've been here than more people to know I've been here.
Less Mike and Dave. More Sarah McGeorge.
Yes.
That's a very good clean from Sarah. That's a good jerk. I think they'd give that to her. She's looked really strong all day.
Yes, she has. She's having a good day.
Well, Jackie says, boo, it's all about the entertainment. If you're not entertained enough by watching these weightlifters, I don't know what to tell you, because we were having some great performances here at the RVA Open.
So, Jackie, who are you looking forward to seeing at the Olympics? That's the question that we posted to the listeners at home. It can be American athletes. It can be international athletes. You've already said many times you like Mohammed. Is there anyone other than Mohammed you'd be interested in watching? And by Mohammed, I mean Mohammed Bagaliev.
There are a few Mohammeds lifting in Rio, I think.
Yeah, we've been told all day. We've been asked, is my T-shirt Mohammed Ehab? No, it's not. Is it Mohammed Easy Mohammed? It is not Easy Mohammed from the Grid League. Is it, I forget what other Mohammeds it could be, but it is not any of the ones that have been mentioned. It's only Mohammed Bagaliev.
I'm interested in seeing him.
I am too.
Is he going to lift in the A group, you think, or the B group?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he's in the B group.
He's in the B group. Okay.
I think he's just too young.
Mm-hmm.
His lifts are not there enough.
He did like 160, 190.
He's like a 160, 190. Clean and jerk is not that. It's pretty. It's okay. The snatch is a little lacking compared to the rest of the world. But I think 4 years from now, Tokyo, we could see him in the A group, challenging for a medal.
Sarah McGeorge?
Yes, third attempt, 52 kilos, nice clean. Sits in that bottom position.
All right. Sarah McGeorge looked great all day, folks. 3 whites, good lift for Sarah. Big hug from her coach. Jackie Bigger says she's answered already 3 times who she's excited to watch, and that's Fernando Reyes. I'm excited to see Fernando.
Fernando
as well.
Reyes could be the strongest man in the Western Hemisphere.
He is. He has. It's an outside shot for a medal if he has an outside shot.
105 plus is deep. I think it's going to be deep going in.
He's going to be behind on the snatch. He's going to be a little behind on the snatch.
Yeah.
He's capable of some big clean and jerks, but he's going to need to. Basically, he's going to need to PR both lifts to have a run at the medal. He's going to need a little help, but he's going to need to PR both lifts. But to be fair, Fernando is Brazilian. He's lifting on home soil,
Sleeping in his own bed.
and you're gonna. I don't know. You might see a good him pull it out.
I mean, I hope he has a good day.
Well, we want to see.
I like
made
him.
lifts.
He's a great person.
Regardless
great guy.
of who wins, we want to see made lifts.
Exactly.
And who doesn't love watching the super heavies lift heavy things? Jill Nelson, 55 kilo clean and jerk, through the clean portion.
Oh, solid jerk.
Oh, she should be happy with that.
That's a good lift for Jill Nelson at 55 kilograms. She has 1 more attempt. Loaders, move the bar to 56 kilograms. That'll bring out Melanie Hall from RVA Weightlifting.
Yeah, the super heavies of the Olympics are going to be a good battle on the men's side. On the women's side, you might have a runaway favorite depending on who's allowed to compete.
This is true.
Which Tatiana
Kashirina, who is a favorite, or her go-to training facility in New York City is
CrossFit
CrossFit Union Square.
Melanie Hall
For whatever reason.
first attempt. Nice power clean. That was real smooth. That's going to be a good lift for Melanie. Great to see Melanie.
I like it.
lift
Melody's on
today.
the board. Melody earlier had a bunch of fans on the social media, on
Sure did.
Facebook.
I think she still has some fans.
Yeah, Sabrina Lee. There we go.
Yep, Sabrina Lee, go Melanie. Strong in body, mind, and spirit. I would agree with that. Looks so to me. Yeah, Tatiana, it depends on if the Russians are able to send a team.
The latest news coming out of America is that USADA has been sending letters to the International Olympic Committee saying Russia should not be allowed to compete in any sports.
Barbend might be publishing something about that a little later, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
May or may
May
not.
or may not be.
A lot of it depends on if David Tao has the time and energy to edit things tonight.
I can relate. I understand.
Eleanor Shaw.
That's a good clean. Sits in the bottom, stands up strongly. Gets set. Dip and drive. That's a good punch out. Looks like a good lift to me. Let's see what the refs say.
One red, but she's going to get it.
That's a good lift.
You know,
She's on the board.
to that note, guys, if you're checking out the stream now, but you haven't checked out the articles on barbend.com, do yourself a favor, head over to barbend.com. We've got over 30, approaching 40 contributors who write on all sorts of strength sports, not just Olympic weightlifting, powerlifting, strongman, fitness. We have some CrossFit Games athletes contributing to Barbend, writing about nutrition, coaching, mental prep,
Coaching young kids, coaching adults.
how to lift your best, news, analysis, entertainment, some funny stuff too, from not just the folks here running the live stream at the RVA, but from contributors literally all over the world.
Yes.
We have contributors from Uzbekistan to Australia to
Soon to be Singapore.
soon to be Singapore to Florida and New York and everything in between. California.
Yes.
John Lee just gave the commentary a thumbs up. Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
John, where are you watching from?
Now,
I want to hear where you're
I
watching
believe
from.
I met John, and I want to say John is a Midwest guy, possibly the Chicago area, Chicagoland.
Well, John, you know,
But John, let me know, because I could be wrong. You might be somewhere else.
Let us know where you're commenting from. Deborah Pollard, first attempt.
Deborah Pollard, 57 kilos.
Good power clean. A lot of strong power
She
clean.
is from right here, RVA Weightlifting.
Oh. Jerk gets a little away from her.
Her knee was too forward over her toe. She needs to get her shin really more 90-degree angle. That's going to lead to more stability in the base, and that's going to lead to a made clean jerk. So it made jerk. The clean was good. The jerk is what we need a little bit more work on. But she's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. I think she's gonna come back and hit it on her next attempt.
We have more people tuning in now from all over the place. We have folks watching from New York, Australia, Ireland, Scotland.
We're on. I believe Colorado is in the house.
Colorado's in the house. John Lee says, yes, sir, the Chicagoland area. Shout out to Chicago, everyone watching from Chicago. Tom Soroka.
Tom
was watching
Soroka
from
earlier.
Big Shoulders CrossFit,
This
Chicagoland.
morning, yeah.
He had some lifters lifting this morning.
Yeah.
Tom, who's also a barbend contributor, soon to be barbend
Oh
contributor.
boy, he'll write for anyone. He's a writer. He writes,
Tom
he
is
writes
a
up
great
a
writer.
storm, that man.
I like to think that barbend is
He writes up a
careful
storm.
about who writes for us, but
He writes up a storm.
Tom is one of them.
He is a tornado of writing. Like a tornado of writing. He just booms, writes.
Brant Ray says, thanks for the live feed, guys. I'm grilling ribeyes and watching live weightlifting. Great day.
Look, Brant, feel free to send a couple of those ribeyes
Yeah.
over here.
We're doing the
There's
second part.
There are 7 guys, 5 technology guys and us. So if you're in the Richmond area, feel free to send a few over our way. But have a great evening, Brant. That sounds awesome.
Just to remind everyone, you're hearing Mike and myself. I'm David Tao. This is Mike Graber.
Still my Graber.
But we are only a small fraction of the team working behind the scenes to bring you this quality live stream. There are 7 of us total. We have producers, graphic designers, cameramen,
Technicians,
engineers.
engineers.
We have people running the board. These guys are a lot more talented and a lot friendlier than Mike and I. Mike and I don't have a whole lot of talent. At least I don't. So they have me talking into a camera instead of actually doing the hard stuff.
I'm mainly liking things on Facebook at this point.
You're a pro at that. Deborah Pollard, second attempt. See if you can stick this clean and jerk.
Power clean, easy power clean. Dip and drive.
That's a much better lift. Good job, Deborah Pollard.
That's a good lift for Deborah Pollard.
So we just have to say that we want to thank our entire crew, obviously all the volunteers and staff at RVA Weightlifting, but from the barbend side, a lot going on behind the scenes today.
And none of it, without all of it, you wouldn't be enjoying this great.
Without any of it, none of it would exist.
Exactly.
That's it. Okay. Jackie Long is back commenting on the stream. Jackie lifted yesterday.
This is her teammate. These are her teammates.
Yeah.
Her teammates here.
Jackie, by the way, we loved watching you lift yesterday.
Yeah, great performance. 5 for 6, I believe.
I think 5 for 6.
Yeah.
Jackie, if I don't, maybe
She came out to Pantera. She had a great entrance.
Was that a PR total for you? If it was, we'd love to hear it. Jake Rowell, her coach. Jacob Wyatt asking, Mike, who wins the 69s in Rio?
Well, here's the thing. Oleg Chen may not be allowed to go, and I heard Lao Hui is not on the Chinese team.
Lao Hui is not on the Chinese team. Confirmed off the Chinese team.
So that's what
off the record confirmed.
I mean, until we get there, we don't know who's going to be there. But I mean, look. Bredny Roki from Mexico, I don't know if I'm saying he's going to win it, but he's got a great chance to medal. He had a heck of a competition at the Pan Ams. Another 69 to look out for. Obviously, Mohamed Iham went up to 77, so he's not a 69 anymore. That's a great question.
But Luis
Mascara, if he didn't
have a shot.
He's injured. He bombed at the Pan Ams, but if he's healthy, he's got a great chance as anyone. Him and Bredny Roki from Mexico, originally from Cuba, both great athletes. Whoever else is 69, I'd have to think about it. I'm sure China will have a 69 who will be very competitive.
I don't know the name off the top of my head, but Lao Wei is rumored to not be there.
Yeah, that's what I saw posted on the internet. But I believe everything I see on the internet. Here's Eleanor Shaw, second attempt, 60 kilos, 132 pounds.
Fantastic.
That's a good lift.
Loaders tighten up that bar. Lifter will move to Melanie Hall. This will be her second attempt at 50 kilograms.
So we're up to 56 kilos, opening attempt from Melanie Hall. Melanie Hall is from RVA Weightlifting, another RVA weightlifter. right, good dough.
Oh, misses behind.
This is behind for Melanie. She's got a third attempt. She's going to come back and hit it.
Mike, Ada Almasi is asking, what do you guys think about Sweden's lifter? Who is Sweden sending?
Sweden? So, no. I know the answer to this question. Sweden is sending...
I don't know it off the top of my head. I'm a little embarrassed I don't know it.
I can picture her. I can picture her. Angelica Roos. Because my good friend Morgan Ask is from Sweden, and if I didn't know the answer to this, he would never let me hear the end of it. Angelica Roos is going, and good for her. I'm very happy that Sweden's sending someone, and I'm glad she's going to go, and hopefully she'll have a good performance. All right, Jill Nelson, third attempt. Good clean. Good jerk. Great job. Two white lights.
Captain Rao, who's the wife of event organizer Jake Rao, says, shout out to the husband-wife duo loading. Danny's a strongman and Christina's an Olympic lifter. The loaders have done a fantastic job this entire week.
Everything's going as smoothly as possible.
It's sometimes a thankless job.
Yes.
Being an official, a referee.
Announcer, commentator,
Commentator.
commentator.
We've been getting a lot of thanks. We've been getting a lot of shout-outs, and we really appreciate it from them.
So in terms of Sweden's lifter, Angelica Roos, I do not expect her to be in the medal contention, but hopefully she'll make some PRs and represent Sweden well. Sweden's a great country. Big fan of Sweden and their meatballs and IKEA. Going back to the 69s, I believe China is sending Ziyong Shi, who won the Worlds. I would have to imagine she is the favorite. If Oleg Chen is there, I mean, he's very dangerous and very competitive as well. As far as I know, the North Korean Kim will be there. He's dangerous.
Deborah Pollard, third attempt, a nice power clean. See if she can stick this jerk. Come on, Deborah. Yvonne Halpin says, really great meat. Thank you for streaming it. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. There you go.
That's a good lift for Deborah. Finish my thoughts on the 69s. Another outside dark horse, Matam King, 26-year-old kid from France. He's probably a longer shot, but dark horse. I really like Brady Roque out of Mexico. I thought he had a heck of a Pan Ams. I think he's dangerous to get a medal, get like a bronze medal, and I think China has to be the favorite, Ziyong Shi. But again, Oleg Chen, if he's there, he's dangerous.
Mike, you're a 69-kilo lifter now, probably.
Probably. I am not dangerous, however. I think Mike Serbus told us this last night. Here we go. Madeline Hall, third attempt, 60 kilos.
Oh, can't quite stabilize it. Lost a little rigidity there. Good work, Melanie. Good try.
So we're going up to 62 kilos.
Jacob Wyatt has a question for Mike, and Mike, you were just in Cuba.
I was.
And he has a question regarding Cuban 85-kilogram lifter.
Okay, so Jacob Wyatt, to make a long story short, any person who wants to move to America and get citizenship, the shortest amount of time that can take place is 5 years. So this Cuban athlete you're talking about would have had to be in America by 2012 at least, if not earlier, and gone through all the paperwork and the processes. If that's the case, wonderful. We always have room for good weightlifters, any weight class, man or female, but without knowing more details, I don't know what you're talking about.
Eleanor Shaw going for her third attempt clean and jerk. Very solid on the clean. That's a good jerk. I like that.
I like it. Good lift, 3 white lights. Cuba does have a very good 85-kilo weightlifter who won the Pan Ams this past year, Yoel Luis Hernandez. He's about 29 or 30 years old. I don't see him immigrating to America ever, but he's one of the best weightlifters in the Western Hemisphere. He's a former world medalist and a Pan Am champion.
Jacob Wyatt, I want to know, you're commenting on the live stream, who do you have for the men's super heavies? Because that's a topic of discussion Mike and I have
who are your thoughts?
hit on quite a bit.
We each have our own thoughts. Jacob Wyatt, what do you think? You got a favorite, or you got a couple top 2 or 3 guys you like?
I don't know if we have different thoughts so much as we're rooting for.
I think we're rooting for, yeah. I mean, I think we both have we have the same person we think is the most likely going to win, but we're definitely rooting for different people.
Yeah.
We'll get the rest after Megan Parker finishes her lift. Megan Parker clocking started for her first attempt on the clean jerk.
Good to see Megan back on the platform after the snatch session.
Opening attempt at 66 kilos. Strong clean.
That's Megan Parker making it look easy on a 66-kilogram lift on her first attempt.
All right, good lift from Megan Parker at 66 kilos.
67 kilograms for the automatic increase until we get a declaration from Megan Parker. All right, loaders.
Okay, so Ian Wilson on Instagram is pointing out that Yadier Munoz is now living in America. Yes, he defected, but he's not a citizen, and he cannot compete for America, Frank. So thank you. And I've met this guy at the Youth Nationals. He's a very nice guy. Yadier Nunez, very nice, very strong guy. Speaks a little bit of English. There are 2 other guys that defected with him after the Worlds in Houston.
Yeah.
But you got to go through a 5-year process. Go ask Leo Hernandez how long it took him to become a citizen. He'll tell you it's 5 years. Go ask Phil Andrews how long it's taken him to go through citizenship. His wife is an American. He started the process in 2013. He's not a citizen yet, but probably in 5 years, by 2018, he'll be a citizen. So it doesn't happen overnight. It takes 5 years minimum.
That's a good first clean.
That's a good lift from Monica Wilson. Also, Jacob Wyatt, if you look at my Instagram, I have a photo with Yadier and 2 other guys from the Youth Nationals a couple weeks ago. They're great guys. But still, it doesn't matter how great of a guy you are. 5 years, more or less, is the minimum it takes to get your citizenship if you move to America from another country. I don't know how old he will be in 5 years.
But I think whether it's training as an athlete, as a coach, this country's going to be lucky to have his weightlifting knowledge.
Oh, definitely agree. I said about 2 years ago, one of the greatest people to help American weightlifting was probably Fidel Castro, because of all the great knowledgeable resources coming out of Cuba and moving to America, whether it's Texas or South Beach.
I don't think he intended to help American weightlifting.
Well, it's a side note, side effects. But I mean, regardless of Yadier, is trying to be in 5 years, let's say he is still a very strong, athletic guy and makes a world team, wonderful. But if he just becomes a coach or official, or maybe he comes on the board of directors of USA Weightlifting, or whatever the case may be, American weightlifting will be better off for having him in there. And you see that in South Florida right now between Coach Pablo Roman at Muscle Farm, a lot of coaches in the area. Danny Camargo's family is from Cuba, of Cuban and Colombian descent. A lot of great coaches. A lot of great influence. Leo Hernandez, other people.
And speaking of Danny Camargo, we will be live streaming his event, the Fralium, in late August.
Fantastic. I can't wait. And here is Megan Parker's second attempt. 71 kilos. Very nice clean. Getting sets. Dip and drive. Good jerk.
That's good.
And your
That's
feet
great.
Together.
Now, Danny's event at the end of August, not sure how many lifters she's going to have registered for. It might be a little bit smaller event as far as number of lifters in the RVA Open, but it'll be in Jacksonville at the SoFit Expo. And if you're going to be in the area, stop on by, because not only is there going to be Olympic weightlifting that weekend, there's going to be strongman competition, fitness competition, and powerlifting. So that'll be kind of a competition within a broader umbrella of fitness and strength sports, and it's exactly the kind of thing that we at Barbend love seeing.
No, definitely. It's going to be a great weekend.
Bars at 72 kilograms for Taylor McGee on her first
Jacob, thank you so much for the questions.
Yeah.
We love hearing questions. We've been stumped so far a few times.
It doesn't take a lot.
It doesn't take a lot. Edward Baker stumped us last night.
He had a good one. He had a good one.
We had to go back to 1969, and we were not born then.
He had a good one. That was good.
So whether you're trying to stump us with trivia or ask our opinions about some weightlifting trivia or current events, let us know. Let us know in the comments.
So here you go. Taylor McGee, opening attempt, clean jerk. I believe that is 72 kilos.
Sure is.
I can't see from this angle. I believe you, Dave. That's a very strong clean.
She's got plenty of power. All right. I like that lift. Another day at the office.
Another day at the office.
Pushing papers.
Pushing papers. Responding to emails.
Spreadsheets. Josh Thomas says that Josh used to train with Tori in CrossFit. She's a beast all around and a dedicated athlete. Wanted to give her a shout out. Shout out to Tori.
Thanks,
shout out to Josh Thomas. Josh, where are you watching from? Let us know.
Where are you guys all watching from? Jacob Wyatt, I assume you got back to the Winston-Salem area all right?
Jacob Wyatt's probably in the parking lot of RVA CrossFit trying to catch another Zubat. That's what he's probably playing Pokemon.
You know,
Go
Jacob, if you're doing that, let us know. We want to know.
Alex Richardson asked, did any of you guys see Eddie Hall's 500 kilogram deadlift? If so, what do you make of it?
Well, Dave, you take this one.
I'll take it. So I have, we wrote a few articles. Our team at Barbend, a few of us, have written some pieces regarding the mythical 500 kilo deadlift when Eddie Hall first announced he was going for it. We covered Brian Shaw's reactions to it. We covered some of the lead up to the event. And I will be perfectly honest, personally, I didn't think he'd make it. Going in, because that competition, they jumped from 468 kilos to 500 kilos. And again, this is strongman style deadlifting. Deadlift suits were allowed, straps of certain types were allowed, belts were obviously allowed, and hitching was allowed. So it's different style deadlift, different competition parameters than what you'd see in most powerlifting competitions. Grip is not as much of a factor, obviously, with the straps. Okay. Eddie Hall used figure 8 straps, so he was literally latched onto the bar.
Let me cut you off real quick. Monica Wilson, second attempt, clean and jerk, 73 kilos. Very nice clean, stands up well, strong
great
lady.
Bar path.
Keeps it very close. Some drive, good jerk.
Let's see if they give it to her. Was there a
See if we
press
go. So press on the left side. Refs say we don't want to use the application.
Oh, no good. Called it for the press out. Back to Eddie Hall's, the question of Eddie Hall's deadlift real quick. You know, Eddie's a strong guy. 3 men at that competition hit a new world record. The old world record was 463 kilos in the strongman style deadlift. 3 men hit 465. Benedict Magnusson of Iceland, Jerry Pritchett of the USA.
Oh yeah?
Which is the heaviest.
Jerry?
Jerry. Who's a friend of Barbend, actually.
We know Jerry?
We know Jerry. Jerry is, we've interviewed Jerry for some articles. He's contributed his thoughts to some articles.
Jerry's not also an arm wrestler too, is he?
I don't know if Jerry Pritchett is. He's a strongman.
Okay, he's a strongman first and
He
foremost.
lives in Arizona.
Okay.
So Jerry's a friend of Barbend.
Okay.
And it's the heaviest weight ever deadlifted in strongman style, or any style, by an American. Jerry also set the powerlifting, a legit powerlifting meet, a world record a few months ago with 914 unequipped raw deadlift without straps.
All right, hold that thought real quick. Megan Parker, third attempt, clean and jerk, 73 kilos. Strong clean. Stand
Great
up,
clean.
Megan.
I like that clean.
It's set, dip, drive, stay tight, feet together. That's a good lift. That was a good lift, yeah.
He's got it, yeah.
She's excited.
So Eddie Hall's deadlift, I didn't think he'd make it. Benedict Magnusson also attempted the 500, couldn't get it very far off the ground. Eddie made it. That's all there is to it.
You know, I know a lot less about powerlifting than you do, but it was just fantastic to watch.
Well, a strong man in this case.
Well, strong, whatever. Ridiculously exciting to watch it.
And he said after, he will never attempt it again unless someone beats his record, because he feels like it almost killed him.
I can imagine. You know what? It would kill me, so I'm not going to try. But here comes Monica Wilson, 73 kilos, third attempt. She made her opener at 68.
That's a great clean. Great clean.
Nice. Stay tight. Much better jerk. Keep those elbows locked. Yes. Much better. Great job. She's happy.
Thank you to the crowd. So Eddie Hall's deadlift, it's one of the more impressive developments and achievements in strength sport in my lifetime. And
you're a young guy.
Not as young as I used to be. Eddie's a young guy. Eddie's 28.
Really?
And
Good for him.
strongmen compete well into their 40s.
How much does he weigh, roughly?
Well, he's a big guy.
He's
put
a
on
big
some
guy,
weight for that,
yeah.
too. He's a big guy. He's a big dude. In stone, I don't know.
In stones, it's all right. I don't either.
He's probably pushing 400 pounds.
All right. So
Yeah.
so why don't you check in on Facebook? Some people are telling us where they're watching from. Dave, why don't you give us some updates?
Well, we have Milton Barnes watching from Suffolk, Virginia.
All right, thank you.
Jacob Wyatt made it back safe to North Carolina.
Fantastic.
Jonathan Bartholomew watching from Utica, New York.
Upstate.
Josh Thomas used to train in Florida, and he's watching from Pittsburgh.
All right, we got some friends over at the Pittsburgh Barbell Club. Regis Becker, Mike McCool. Well, he moved to Seattle.
He moved to Seattle.
But the McCool family from Pittsburgh, Regis Becker, Michael George, great guys over in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
And now we have
Taylor McGee, second attempt, 76 kilos. Taylor is lifting unattached. Your coach, Jamal Anderson, we saw him do some really good lifting yesterday in the 77 kilo weight class. Got Chris McGee cheering on Taylor on Facebook. I guess it's a relation or a family member. All right, tight. Looking good. The refs say good lift.
We have Christina Trout watching from Orlando, Florida. Christine McQueen, Chesapeake, Virginia, from CrossFit Chesapeake. A lot of great folks watching today, cheering. The other big strength feat I really wanted to see this year, and I don't think we're going to see it, would be someone in the 105 kilo class in weightlifting, maybe Ilya Ilyin, clean and jerking 250 kilos. As a 105.
Well, I thought it was going to happen at the Rio Olympics. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen at the Rio Olympics.
I don't think anyone else is capable of it.
He went to, this past December, he was at the President's Cup, where he reset the world record, 195. Was it more?
246.
Oh, 246. Oh, that's right, because it was 250 is
Yeah.
what the round number would have been.
Yeah.
So that was a great feat. Potentially this is something that we could see at the Dmitry Klokov Strength Weekend that's coming up in October.
Won't be official.
No, of course it won't be official, but potentially something we could see, or maybe some form of it in the clean or in the jerk off the rack or something like that.
Well, we've seen him jerk 250 off the rack.
Oh, we have?
We have. We just haven't seen the full lift.
Oh, okay.
79 kilograms.
So we are going up to 77 kilos, or we just call it 77. Taylor McGee's still the lifter.
79. We're at 79 now.
79, nice. So business is picking up.
Another day at the office.
Another day at the office.
Folks, this has been one of our more fun sessions. We're getting a lot of great comments from folks, a lot of great questions from folks, a lot of very knowledgeable fans of strength sport tuning in right now.
Brant Ray watching from Alabama. I think this is Alabama's on the map.
Brant, where in Alabama are you watching from? Alabama's a big state.
That's a big state. I've been to Mobile.
Do you know Sam Paith? Brant? A Barbin contributor
from
Alabama?
She lives in, she's from Mobile. She lives now in Tuscaloosa because her husband's a strength coach at the University of Alabama.
Jacob Wyatt's asking the real hard question.
Let me tell you something. It's not a hard question for me. I know my answer, but you go ahead, Dave.
Yes. Who has better hair, Angelo Bianco or Kane Wilkes? Angelo with his mullet, Kane with his dragon's mane.
So Angelo Bianco is business in the front and party in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Kane Wilkes is just party all day, every day.
360 degrees of party.
Yes.
I'm going to answer, I think I have better hair than both.
Ooh.
Shots fired.
All right, I was going to say the dragon, and
I would agree.
If Angelo Bianco disagrees, he needs to get on and let us know. In some capacity, he needs to get on social media. He needs to jump on the live stream and make comments. Otherwise, I think you won, Dave.
I have to say, I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm dishonest. Kane has better hair than me, and it was intimidating to sit next to him last night.
So the dragon is a great-looking guy.
Taylor McGee, third attempt, 79 kilogram on the clean and jerk.
There we go, 80 kilos. We're up to 80 kilos.
Oh, 80 kilos.
Yes.
Apologies. Those big Vulcan
I'll
white
accept
5 kilo
on behalf
plates.
of Taylor. 80 kilos. Here we go.
Oh, couldn't quite stick the clean there.
All right, not today. Kind of crashed on her. She was able to catch it.
Lee Butler's watching from Washington, UK. Hey, Lee. Brant Ray
Thank you, Lee.
is watching from Parrish, Alabama, about an hour from Tuscaloosa.
All right.
And Brant, we did ask if you know Sam. If you know Sam, let us know. Let us know how.
Yes.
She's a Barbend contributor.
Barbara Contributor. She's a national champion weightlifter.
American
She's,
Open champion.
American Open champion. She's been on several international teams. She writes great articles. The most recent article she wrote about training young kids in weightlifting.
Really took off.
It blew up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's great to hear that.
It's fantastic. And the great part about it is something that I enjoyed reading, but I would never think of writing myself. So it's great that we have a mutual respect, but different, I guess, visions of what to write about. Because I would never think to write something about that, and that was a great article.
We have another, well, I'll get to it after Pamela Pantini.
Opening
Attempts her
attempt here,
opening clean and jerk, 82 kilograms. Come on, Pamela.
That's a good opener, strong
That's a
opener
good
for
lift.
Pamela. So her best lift, her best clean and jerk is 85 kilos. So I got to be thinking we're closing in on a PR for Pamela.
I
second
could
or
see a
third
PR for
attempt. I
Pamela
can see it
today.
too.
So Milton Barnes is from Suffolk, Virginia originally, but watching from Qatar, serving my country over here. Go Army. Active duty service member watching from Qatar. That's
Thank
a new
you.
one for us.
Thank you, Milton.
You're the first.
First, thank you for serving and thank you for watching.
Yeah. You're the first confirmed viewer in Qatar right now.
Qatar, I saw some good lifting at the Asian Games from Qatar, weightlifters from Qatar. They spoke a lot of English, which helped me because I don't speak any Arabic or whatever languages they may speak in Qatar. I speak none of them. I'm stupid American, but
You speak more other languages than I do. So
Gracias.
you're a smarter American
Gracias.
than me.
Gracias.
It doesn't make you a smarter
gracias, Dave. But Milton, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Ryan Berg, yes, Taylor did do a great job. We agree with you. I agree with you. I'm sure Dave agrees too. Brant Ray says yes, they're both great people. So I'm assuming he means Sam and her husband, Jason Pace. I'm assuming that's who you mean.
He's a strength and conditioning coach at
Strength
the
conditioning
University of
coach.
Alabama.
He's a weightlifting coach as well. He's her main coach. Hi Sam.
We get a little warning every time the
Hi.
camera cuts to us, so
Hi, Mom.
we quickly put away our sandwiches and our coffees, and we try and clean ourselves up a little bit, and then we look at the camera and we say hi to everyone.
I have my best Uzbekistan t-shirt on.
You have a few good Uzbekistan t-shirts.
That's
your favorite. I don't know.
That's my favorite.
Objectively, it might not be your best, but
Now, we got a little bit of time here. Just a reminder to everybody: if you're enjoying the feed, share the feed on Facebook, like it on Facebook. Let your friends from the gym and your friends from outside of the gym as well know about what's going on here at Great Action. Got a few more hours left of weightlifting here at the RVA Open. We appreciate your supports. Also, write comments. Who are you watching? Who are you cheering for? I assume the only people you're booing are me and Dave, but that's fine.
we're good with it.
We're good with it. We deserve it.
Thick skin.
Yeah. Like we've been saying all day, all weekend, all the lifters will be receiving their videos, different angles of all their lifts, provided complimentary of, who are we? Barbend.com. Barbend.com. That's who we are. And they appreciate the comments more than we appreciate them, and we appreciate them also. Now, Dave, let's check in on Facebook real quick.
Chris McGee.
What are people saying?
Is saying everyone watching spend all your money at RX Pro Shop, support local businesses. RX Pro Shop has been great about sharing these streams, so I will support RX Pro Shop and say thank you for sharing the streams. Talked to some of the folks at their booth here yesterday, some fantastic people, real polite, so thank you very much, and thank you for commenting. We're about to see Pamela Pantini take her second clean and jerk attempt. This would be a PR, matching a PR for her.
Okay.
I believe this would match a PR for her.
I see 85, so it's either matching or setting. Here we go. Let's see it, Pam.
Set. Oh, can't quite stick the clean.
All right, kind of crashed on her. She's got one more attempt left. I'm sure she's going to come back and really just own the weight. We have a few ladies left in the session. We're getting into some bigger weights. We still have the opening attempt of Teresa Keel in the 75s. we still have the opening attempt of Tori Brady in the 75 pluses. Teresa is on the Barbell Syndicate weightlifting club, weightlifting team. Tori Brady's on the MASH Mafia weightlifting team.
Tori Brady's had a ton of support from MASH Mafia on this stream.
I assume they're still watching.
I would guess so. I think they are. Well, I want to hope so. I know Jackie Bigger's still watching.
Jackie Bigger, let me tell you something. This is her Saturday. This is her Sunday nights.
Jacob
This is making
Wyatt
her
is
Sunday
watching.
nights.
And listening along. And a big
While looking for Pokemon.
While looking for Pokemon. A big shout out to our graphics team for making these nice little graphics you see along the bottom here, making them for the lifters, and then also taking the time to make it for the announcers.
Yeah.
Less important for the announcers.
Less important for us. But we had a few guests, and they made them for the guests as well.
They sure did. Don McCauley
Everyone
had his
knew
own,
it was Don McCauley.
and Kane Wilkes had his own.
Everyone, unfortunately, they couldn't fit the dragon.
Well, you only have so much room on the screen.
No, exactly.
On the live feed
small
screen, you only
screen.
have a certain width. But people knew who it was.
I wanted to just write the dragon, but I was outvoted.
Crystal McCullough says, shout out to Jackie and Rabbit. Josh Thomas says, we're still watching.
Now,
And Travis Elliott gave us a green heart.
Now, I'm going to ask a follow-up question to Kristen McCullough. I was at the Youth National Championships a few weeks ago. There was a weightlifter named McCullough from the MASH Mafia weightlifting team in the 13 and under weight class who set an American record. Is that possibly your son or relative?
Pamela Pantini coming out, hitting.
That's her son, all right?
we go.
My memory has not gone yet. All right, much better clean.
Nice.
Stands up, she's strong. This is her lift. Big dip and drive. Let's go, Pamela.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
Pamela Pantini,
That
new
was a
PR.
great jerk.
Yeah. Go Pamela.
That was a fantastic lift. Great job, Pamela.
Great to see her hit that. Jackie Bigger just tells people, wants to say, she's definitely watching. There's nothing she'd rather be doing. You know what? Same here.
Me too. There's nothing I'd rather be doing, talking about weightlifting, entertaining Jackie Bigger, and half of the MASH Elite weightlifting team. Olivia Stankovic says, awesome work, Pam.
Olivia lifted yesterday.
Yeah, awesome
Did a
work
great
yesterday, Olivia.
Good work, Olivia.
Half of the MASH Elite Mafia is on
Well, that's about 400 people then.
easily.
They call themselves mafiosos?
I call them the mafiosos because I live in New Jersey.
No. Well, you're qualified.
Kind of, sort of, yes. To be fair, Travis Mash looks like a younger, more muscular Tony Soprano. A lot more muscular Tony Soprano.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you on that. If Travis is still watching, I might just give you a pretty big compliment, Travis.
It was meant as a compliment, Travis.
I think I'll take it as one. Okay, Teresa Keel is opening at 94 kilograms. Talking about some big weight here.
His opening attempt.
About 208 pounds, 207 pounds.
All right.
Hey, I like that
Tied.
lift.
Bring your feet together.
Good work.
Good lift. Good lift for Teresa.
Teresa has one of the cooler hairstyles today, a double power braid. We saw some great hair yesterday, both men's and women's lifters. Great hairstyles going on. Nicole Fiorella, who lifted yesterday, hey Nicole, reminds us the Barbell Syndicate is watching too. Go Teresa.
All right, I hope all the Barbell Syndicate folk got back to Virginia Beach okay. I've been told it's about an hour drive.
Well,
So-
Phil Sabatini's still here.
Well, of course. Well, he's coaching. He's coaching.
Busy dude.
We literally walked in. We walked in 5:30 a.m.
Yesterday
morning. First person we saw, Phil Sabatini, going over game plans and coaching strategies. And with Phil Sabatini, he might as well have been working on running the 4-3 defense or something. It was just notes and just complicated maneuvers and crazy game planning.
He's a cerebral guy.
He is a cerebral guy.
There's a lot going on in his head.
And you know what? You know what? Phil Sabatini has success. Phil Sabatini has success. Results.
Proven results.
Proven results.
Phil, when you go back and you watch these live streams again, shout out to you. Phil is an accomplished lifter. He's been one of the premier lifters in the 94 kilo class for years.
6, 7
years.
Years easily.
And he's got a ton of great lifters.
Spanning generations.
Yeah.
Generations of athletes have lost to Phil Sabatini.
He's coaching Dr. Elizabeth Bartlett.
Yeah. He's coaching Teresa Keel in this session, who's having a great performance. Let's see. He was at the Olympic trials event in February in Philadelphia.
Sure
I think he set PRs at age 34 in the 94 kilo weight class. He has literally 1% body fat. He has less body fat than a piece of iceberg lettuce.
But a lot more muscles.
Lots of more muscles.
A lot more
than
protein
iceberg lettuce.
makes up that person.
I can only imagine playing college baseball against Phil Sabatini. I believe he was a catcher, trying to steal home.
Oh, no
Phil
way.
has the ball.
Just
no,
run back.
just stop. Just give up. Just surrender right then.
Put your hand out lightly so we can tag you out.
Yes.
Don't make it too hard for him.
Don't make him hit you because he would hit you. Anyways, Teresa Keel, second attempt, 99. We're going up 4 kilos. We're up 5 kilos. I apologize. We opened 94. All right, good clean. Stand up, Teresa. There you go. Tight. Stay tight. A little shaky in that right arm. Let's see what the judges said about that. Judges said. All right.
2 to 1, she gets it.
So you got that's a good lift.
Audience will have to cheer her on as she gets closer to that national total. Bar goes to 100 on the automatic increase while we wait for a declaration.
So we're going up to 100 kilos, automatic increase for Teresa Keel. So based on my estimates, we have 1 lifter remaining after Teresa. That's Tori Brady. I could be mistaken. I don't have a scoreboard in front of me, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have Teresa and 3 attempts for Tori Brady, and then this session will be finished.
Yeah.
But you know what? Still got to lift the weights. So we'll find out. They announced Tori Brady on deck. And just checking back in on Facebook real quick, Allison Latre says, Phil is amazing to watch lift, and I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, full agreement.
Full agreement. There's really no argument coming from us. Nicole Fiorelli is going to shout out to the Barbell Syndicate.
Let's get behind her on her first lift.
So Kristen McCullough is excited to watch Tori, but right now, Megan Wood.
104 kilos?
I apologize. Megan Wood, 104 kilos. RVA right here, RVA weightlifting. It's hard keeping track of on a scoreboard. Fortunately, no lift for Megan. Bar crashed on her. She has to do a better job whipping those elbows around and controlling the weights. But I think she can do it. I think she's going to come back on her second attempt and really put the bar in place, put her weights where they need to go. Folks, got a few attempts left. If you're enjoying the action here, make sure you like the Facebook stream. Make sure you share the Facebook stream. It takes about 2 seconds. I've timed it. It's about 2 seconds. It's exactly 2 seconds. Make sure you give us your comments. Who are you watching? Who are you excited about? Who are you excited about watching? Has Mike Raber messed anything up yet? Let me know. I'm sure something I've messed up.
Well, not as much as David Tao.
Who's to say? Let's check back in on Facebook.
Crystal McCullough says, and yes, the McCullough Youth Nationals is my kiddo.
So Crystal, your kiddo had the best of both worlds. Coaching by Travis Mash, and you got to hang out with Don McCauley. Everyone likes hanging out with Don McCauley.
Speaking of Don McCauley, you can see him right over there.
Oh, that's his back. He is on the screen.
Representing MASH Mafia with a t-shirt.
He has more airtime this weekend than anyone except you and me. How does that work?
And he should have more than me. He's better qualified than me.
He's better looking than I think he's a little bit better looking than us. Not a lot, just a smidge.
Just a tiny bit.
Here comes Tori Brady opening attempt now, 104 kilos.
Good clean.
228 pounds and change.
Great jerk.
Sides.
She's on the board, folks.
Oh, that's a great lift for Tori. If I am correct in my memory, I believe some of the MASH Mafia folk said that Tori has done 115 kilos in training.
She looks
in clean and jerk. So we just saw 104. So we might be taking, more than a 5 kilo jump. 5 might be like an average jump. We might be going a little bit bigger than that. We might not. We'll find out. We might go 110. We might go 109. I wouldn't imagine anything lower than a 5 kilo jump. She looks really strong.
Lee Butler says, sweet lift, Tori. Then a snatch emoji. I think it deserves that.
Clock started.
Blake Hare is waiting for the 105 kilogram for his boy, Devin Briscoe, the strongest member of Odyssey Weightlifting East Coast Chapter.
All right now we got Megan Wood, her second
a
attempt.
local lifter here from RVA Weightlifting.
Oh, yeah,
Her coach is Jake Rowell.
This is her gym.
Home
Jake
crowd.
Rowell, we got to add him to the conversation for best hair.
We haven't, you're right.
We totally forgot about Jake. We apologize.
He has great hair.
But that is a much better clean from Megan Wood. Tight, stay tight, stay tight.
From my perspective,
Might be
it looks like a press out.
Might be a soft press out. We got.
Oh, they give it to her.
We got it.
Just so everyone knows, Jacob White has informed us, and Jacob, thank you, has informed us that if Tori hits 114, she'll qualify for senior nationals
That's
next
fantastic. She will be 24 next year, or year of turning 24. So that'd be fantastic. Still a young lifter going to nationals for, I'm assuming her first time, obviously her first time.
Jacob, thank you for, it's because of fans like you that we can stay in the know and relay some great info to everyone watching the stream.
It makes my life easier.
Makes my life more fun.
Yes.
My life more social.
Coming up, we got Teresa Keel, her third attempt. 104 kilos. She was good at 94. Good at 99.
Taking 5 kilo jumps.
She made all 3 of her snatches as well.
Great pump up music by the DJ here. This is Fault Quiet for Teresa Keel's last lift of the competition.
So here we go. Not today.
Split out from under the clean, but she still posts a good total.
Heck of a day. Great day, 5 of 6. Lots of great lifting.
All right, loaders move the bar to 107. Tori Brady will be your lifter.
So apparently, Tori has, from her total already today, already qualified for the American Open, which was the goal, as Jackie Bigger.
Yeah, Jackie Bigger needs team members at the American Open. They want to win a team trophy of some sort.
Now, Mike, what years did you compete at the American Open?
American Open. So I was at the American Open. Let's see, 2009 was my first year at the American Open. I took second place. I lost to a lifter from Hassle-Free Barbell Club. I took third place for next year, 2010. I lost to a American record holder named Darren Barnes.
Here, he's pretty good.
He's pretty good. I think he's had some success in weightlifting. I took second place was JT Barnett, who had a few university records for a little while. He beat me by a kilo or 2. I took third place there.
Any relation to Wes Barnett?
No, not at all.
Okay.
He's from Florida, and Wes is from Colorado. Or not Colorado, he's from Missouri. He lives in Colorado now. Third year I went, took 4th. I had not a great meet. I only made my openers. Darren beat me. Kyle King from Florida beat me. Anthony Hernandez, who I had beaten at the nationals a few months prior he beat me. He out totaled me, and I took 4th place outside the medals. Oh well.
Best result was second. Your first
Best
year?
result was second. Yeah.
So you're an American Open runner-up,
runner-up,
Nationals champion, and Arnold champion.
Arnold's champion just in terms of winning my weight class. I never won any money.
Right. Okay.
So in that regards, me and Kevin Cornell are in the same boat. Kevin Cornell never won money, but he won his weight class. And I won my weight class, but I never won money.
Kevin Cornell, who has tuned into a few of our streams and from Pittsburgh.
Versus Mohamed Bagalia, for example, he's won money. I'd rather win some money at the Arnold, but
Yeah, that's fair enough.
here we go. Tori Brady, second attempt, 109. Very nice clean.
She's got great positions on the
Very
clean.
strong lady. Tight, stay tight.
Very nice.
Don says hold it, and she held it.
I can predict what she's going to go for. She's going to try and go for 114, qualify for nationals.
You know what? I believe you and the Rabbits, Jacob Wyatt.
Jacob the Wabbit Wyatt. I don't know if I can get tired of saying that. It's a lot of fun to say. This is the last lift for a woman at the RVA, no, second to last lift for a woman at the RVA Open this year.
All right, so this attempt, this 109 kilos, this qualifies Megan for the American Open in Orlando. And to be fair, I heard it gets cold in Virginia in December, so I'm sure she'd like to go to Orlando in December as well. All right, nice clean. I spoke too soon, it crashed on her. You know, I'm sure she can make that. Give her a few weeks, a month or so, a few months of training.
It's been a long
She'll be
day.
back. It's been a long day.
She's had 5 other attempts. She'll be credited with her second lift at 104 kilograms.
Definitely.
All right, Tori Brady. Tori Brady is the last woman lifting at this year's RVA Open and Invitational.
Right now, the call is for 112.
That's got to go up.
I have to assume we're going 14.
Unless Don McCauley is playing mind games with the announcers.
Let me tell you something. There is no way that we can know more than Don McCauley.
Oh.
There's no way. There's no way.
Would you want to, though?
No, I don't want to know any.
Ignorance is bliss.
I like knowing less than Don McCauley.
Don may be joining us. Maybe replacing Mike Graber
It's a good chance.
on the color commentary, so you could say we're getting an upgrade.
I would say that.
Stop the clock. We have a change to 114.
Stop the clock. The rabbit was right. Don McCauley's going up.
He's
Tori's-
just playing tricks on us at
Tori
this point.
is making a crack. She's making an attempt at the national qualifying total for women, 75-plus weight class.
I'm looking forward to seeing this lift.
Me too. This is going to be a good lift. This is going to be an exciting lift.
Everybody, we need to get behind Tori Brady for this lift. This is her qualifying for nationals for this lift, everyone.
Don McCauley prepping the lifter, representing Mass Mafia out of North Carolina.
Tori Brady looks for Match Mafia.
Here we go. All in. Time to go all in, Tori.
She's hit 1 kilo over this in training before, so physically, she's capable.
She's capable.
Oh, you know,
Not today. Let out front.
Well, folks, that's the last lift of the women today. We have one more session, the men's heavyweight and super heavyweight. But that will finish up, that will wrap up the women's portion of the competition at the RVA Open. It's been 2 days of fantastic weightlifting. For Barbend, I am David Tao.
I'm Mike Graber.
And I will be back. Mike may or may not have left by then, but I'll see you for one more session. Maybe joined by Don McCauley.
Enjoy the weightlifting.
See you all in about 10 minutes.